Let's see, is that good? You can hear? All right, good. How it goes in Mexico. Announcing the winner of my own personal travel contest called the Best Undiscovered Beach Spot Ever. My husband, Senor Roberto, is a strong believer in undiscovered Mexican beach spots where the amenities are generally limited to a lumpy bed and a resident iguana. I, on the other hand, am a person who worked 80 hours a week in a high-stress environment. I rationalize spas as a necessity associated with the cost of doing business. Using, of course, earned value technique, internal rate of return, and a cost-benefit analysis. As you might imagine, this difference in view can lead to marital discord. When it came time to take our annual beach vacation, I went on the offensive for an all-inclusive ocean resort and spa, where the only decision necessary would be whether to have the seaweed body wrap before or after an organic, locally grown vegetarian lunch cooked and served without my participation, where I could have the Pacifica mask and mineral scrub guaranteed to cause a profound transformation in my cellular makeup, release all my toxins, correct my tensions at the deepest level, and unblock my trapped energy. Think of it as the cost of doing business, I said to Senor Roberto. Think of it as something that makes it possible for me to work. Think of the cost-benefit analysis. Nice try, he said. But the last I heard, you're retired. And poof, just like that, the ocean resort and spa was relegated to the loofah-lined dustbin of my former life. And the undiscovered beach spot vacation became the new normal. If you are thinking that I am filled with unreleased toxins and uncorrected tensions, all directed at Senor Roberto, you're right. To unblock my trapped energy, I have decided to sponsor my own personal travel contest. One second, please. Here we go. I've decided to sponsor my own personal travel contest, hereinafter known as Carol's Contest for the Best Undiscovered Beach Spot Ever. If I have to go to an undiscovered beach spot, at least I want to find the right one. Okay, so let me give you the sophisticated system I will use for scoring points in my contest. I will award a maximum of 10 points for each of the criteria below. Some may require deduction of points, some may be eligible for bonus points, and the whole thing is in my sole discretion. Don't write to me with your suggestions and complaints. Write to Senor Roberto. Here are the criteria for scoring points. The undiscovered beach spot should have nothing but beach, dirt roads, ocean, and a few stores, none of which sell souvenirs or inflatable beach toys. Briny air mixed with toasting corn tortillas and an occasional rotting fish carcass should perfume streets with no names and no house numbers. Bonus points will be yours if you have to drive up and down every street in town to find the house you have rented, whose full complete address, including zip code, is the Blue House on the beach. Number 2, the town must have no more than 25 tourists, and only 5 can be gringos. There should be a lot of local Mexicans who cannot imagine what you are doing there. there. But they will welcome you with enthusiasm and curiosity. If you can identify by name 10 people whom you consider friends by the time you leave, you will earn 10 points. Getting invited to a local child's 3rd birthday party is worth 20 points. Number 3. There can be only one restaurant in town open during the day, and then only sporadically. The one restaurant allowed must have a devil-may-care attitude about both the speed of service and the flexibility of the menu. They will not make a bacon omelet if it is not on the menu, even if they have bacon, because the omelet is always a ham omelet, period. No points here if there are any restaurants open at night, although pop-up taco stands are permitted. You must either come to love fried pork or cook at home. This is a difficult decision. Ask your healthcare provider if fried pork is right for you. Number 4. It must be impossible, no, it must be unthinkable to buy arugula or mesclun lettuce. It is permitted to have rare sightings of the iceberg kind if it is limp. White wine cannot be an item that is available every day, but should be seen only when the white wine man comes from a distant town, and then only if he thinks to bring it. Buy local will be not so much a political statement as a statement of fact. You'll get bonus points if the store has a handwritten sign with the names of the people in town whose credit has been cut off, and a plastic Jesus presiding over a Coca-Cola cooler. Number 5. You are required to look out of open doors and see a beach that is empty except for a few stray dogs that are running, playing, digging holes in the sand and plopping down in them. You must be able to run on the beach for at least 2 miles before you turn around. If you see even one beach chair or beach umbrella, you will receive no points for this category. I don't care how far you run. Number 6. Trucks with loudspeakers roped precariously to their roofs must be the only communication system, informing you daily of the trash pickup schedule and a volleyball game on the beach. You are permitted to receive local news via a 10-year-old boy improbably named Brandon, who comes over every day to tell you the gossip, lured by an inexhaustible supply of packaged cookies, accurately called polverones, which means dry as dust. Number 7. The presence of a television in your casa immediately and irrevocably disqualifies an undiscovered beach spot from the contest. But you are permitted to have internet access if it is constantly down because the owner of the service has to turn it off every time he gets a phone call. Wireless coverage must be less than your average bikini. Number 8. A scorpion must sting your husband when he puts his hand in the sink complaining that you have not cleaned up from the last meal. While you do not have to believe that this is proof there is a just God, it doesn't hurt. You will have to go to the clinic, the local clinic, for intravenous antivenom medication. But if La Doctora looks like Salma Hayek, the husband will not mind. Please submit the medical bills in support of this category, even if the 2 hours in the emergency room cost less than $40. Number 9. To get points in this final category, you must find a garter snake under your pillow in the morning that looks very sleepy. And he doesn't seem to understand that sustained, high-pitched screaming while jumping up and down means that he needs to leave. Note, photographic evidence may be necessary to award points in this category. Alternatively, a signed affidavit attesting to a mental breakdown that required extensive spousal counseling on the meaning of the expression, all creatures great and small, may be accepted. For the real bonus, you must discover certain priceless lessons. The stock market, like the sun, rises and falls every day without your help. As cell phone reception declines, you are more inclined to listen. Organic food never goes out of style when you can't afford pesticides. Sand is great for exfoliation. Seaweed and saltwater baths are not exclusive to spas. The daily drama and hysteria of 24-hour news spreads fear, but simplicity remains perfect and requires no upgrade. Version 0.0 is enough. Margaritas are not required for the bonus, but they may help in correcting tensions at the deepest level. So, those are the criteria for my contest. Now that my trapped energy is unlocked, I will announce the winner. On second thought, I'd better not say. I'm definitely coming back next year to see my snake, and I want this particular spot to remain undiscovered. That's how it goes in Mexico.